from Yorkshire in the north of England. Good afternoon. I'm here to talk about crochet. I had a really good week this week. Just to let you know, my friend and I, we went to the senior screening of Wicked Little Letters on Wednesday, which we can now understand why the previous week they said if you don't like swearing, don't come, because it seriously was a lot of swearing. However, it is based on a true story, so you can't argue with fact. And if that's what was said in the letters, then that's what was said. It was very good. We actually howled laughing at the swear words, especially when Olivia Coleman started saying them. It was just so funny. But yeah, I would say it's worth going, but if you don't like swearing, then no. But it was a very good story. It's something that hardly anybody had heard of, this true life crime that had committed in, I think it was 1920s. It was after the First World War anyway, and it's, none of us had heard of this. There ought to be a book on it if there isn't one already, but we couldn't find one. But yeah, very good film. Anyway, I have been busy, but I haven't got as much done as I thought I would. I've got another little birdie. Can't think of what dessert to call this one. I was going to go for lemon and orange something, but then I've ended up having to put a bit of brown on the wings because I was running out of that's the Scapier's, I think it was soft fun denim in whatever colour it was. And that's all I had left at the end. So obviously I would have run out if I tried to do the wings in that. Entirely in that. The top one is the Signet, that's the very last of that one. Signet, I'll probably get some more though, because it is one of my favourite cottons to do amigurumis. Signet cotton, and I think I might have said it was Citron the other day. I think Citron might have been a Stylecraft organic cotton colour. This one, and I did look it up, Golden. It's called Golden. So I can't remember that one. Again, that brown is the scrap ball of Hobby Cotton 86, and I can't remember whether it was Friends or Rainbow. But yeah, it's another one of those. But anyway, super cute. Can't think of a name for it at all. Not that it matters because they are giveaways anyway. But yeah, so here's another one done. Now, you know I said when I was bored of the teddy bear pattern that I normally do for babies, so I thought I'd do the other one. I bought it a long while ago. I think I showed it on the channel, and it's from Bunnies and Yarn, and it's Elmer the Friendly Bear crochet pattern. I'm sure I showed this on my channel. I got it from Etsy and it cost me $5.35 at that time. I'll try and link it below. Now, I do like this pattern. I mean, I'll show you what it's come out like. So, like I said, I'm doing this for a baby, so I can't use the eyes, I can't use buttons. I've put the braces on, but I've actually stitched them down on the shoulders. I've crossed them at back to give them a bit more stability, and I've stitched that down. I've tried to make it as safe as I can for a baby. So I'm just, like I say, I'll offer it to my friend who I've made the other teddy bear for. But like I say, I didn't have another blue that I could put in to make the stripes. Not in the similar sort of yarn. I've got plenty of cotton in blues. I've got other stuff, but I didn't have any more acrylic. So I've ended up doing an all white shirt. I haven't bothered putting the tail on because I thought this one can then lie flat, you know, if it's a child's toy, you know. So yeah, I think that's what adjustments I've made for it being a baby bear. Embroidered eyes, embroidered nose, no buttons, stitched it down as much as I can. I like it. I really like it. I think it'd be a lovely one for a child if you, like I say, if you just adapt, you know, so that it doesn't, you know, hurt them. I thought actually you could make it dungarees if you wanted to make it a bit more steady, because you could stitch down the edge of the dungarees, you know. So that were an idea for that. I think it would, this one with it being a plain white top, I think it would have looked good with a bow tie, but I don't want to put anything on that's a danger to a child. So obviously that's as it is. So I don't know what you think of that. Like I say, I'm limited with the blues, and I want to be able to offer this one to my friend in case she does want this one instead of the other pattern that I do for babies. Like I said, I really need a change. If I'm going to do baby ones, I need a change. And especially if they're going to keep asking for teddies. You know, I feel like saying, you know, you can have rabbits for babies. You know, you can have all kinds of animals for babies. It doesn't have to be a teddy bear. But, you know, anyway, they ask for what they ask for, don't they? So yeah, so that's that one, and like I say, crossed at the back. Now I'm going to tell you this pattern now. It's fine. I will do it again. No worries at all. It's very readable. It's just I find the methods a little bit odd. You can't really say much, can you, when you've paid for patterns? But for instance, on the feet, you start with a combination of double and triple crochets. I'm hoping I'm okay saying that. That will be single and double crochets in the US. Now I find that quite odd, but anyway, I suppose there's a reason for it, and it's probably part of the shaping, but whatever. I mean, if I were to show you, you'd be able to see that they've got bigger stitches at the bottom, so I don't think I'm saying anything out of turn there for a paper pattern. But I do find the methods rather strange. Now it's a big long ream. It's 12 pages is this pattern, but not all of it is the writing. The writing ends, I think, on page 5. Yes, it does. So the 5 pages of it are the actual pattern, but then you've got lots of pictures. Now this is where I do congratulate her, because there are lots of pictures. I only have to refer to them a couple of times myself, but I do appreciate someone who will you know, do illustrations. Like, yeah, as you know, if it's an easiest pattern, I just like it simple, one after other, you know. But it is good. But like I say, if you were to buy it, don't expect some of the methods to be quite the same as what you do with other ones. Or it might be just that I haven't come across these methods before. But for instance, like the legs, before you start when you join the legs, you have to stitch them facing forwards and tie a piece of yarn on the middle stitch, you know, to tie them together. I didn't do that because I don't do that, you know. I'd have preferred a chain actually, but I daren't do that because I didn't want to change the shape of the pattern. But I just ended up, I used the stitch marker, and then I carried on going round, and I took the stitch marker after I'd done a couple of rows. Took it out after I'd done a couple of rows. But yeah, I found that quite odd, really. Oh, by the way, I'm not so keen on now I've done the nose on this one. Sometimes you think you'd be able to, you know, do noses one after other, don't you, when you've done loads of bears and stuff. But sometimes they just don't seem to want to close up, and you still got loads of spaces. So I've ended up doing up stitches like I normally do, but then I've ended up putting a couple across as well to try and cover up gaps. So I'm hoping when it's in natural light, you know, really in proper light, it won't be too obvious that I've done that, but hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, so there's that. Anyway, like I said, don't let me put you off getting it, but it is a quite expensive pattern and you may find it odd. But yeah, like I say, come out lovely. I think it's a really nice one. So I'll tell you what I've used. So the head on this one, obviously it's a tweedy, and I think it would have looked nice as a brown bear, but you know, my friend asked for blue, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to get some blues together. Now if you remember when I got the other stripes one that I did the last teddy in, I bought this at the same time to use as an option for this. So this one is the Starcraft Sweet Dreams double knitting, and it's I think it's, yeah, premium acrylic. I'm just reading it back here, and it is yeah, premium acrylic, and it's 100% acrylic, and it's colour Cloud. So, and like I said, I do know that they have some free pans to Starcraft that's got amigurumis made out of this, so it must be popular enough for amigurumis. Personally, I didn't really enjoy it. It is soft, it's lovely and soft, not as soft as the bluey striped one that I did, or the blue stripy one that I did, but because it's got these, you'll have seen them before. I haven't used this very much, but it's got, you know, a piece of yarn that twists round all the way around, and I found it quite hard to use. You know, I kept not catching it all, or, you know, having to go back and recatch it, and I found it hard to sew up with as well, with it having that strand in it. But it is a nice feeling one, but it won't be my go-to one for baby toys, I must admit. Then for the body, I've used a yarn that I've used before, but I used it in a creamy colour before, which is, like I say, I was struggling to get like colours that would go together, and it's Stylecraft Bambino double knitting, which is that one, and the colour for this one is Vintage Blue. I think I got this in a Crochet Society box, but I've used Bambino that I've bought before, and it is a lovely squishy yarn. It's lovely. I think that's a premium acrylic, yeah, premium acrylic. And then for the white shirt, which I wish I had another blue in these similar style of yarns that I could have brought in, but I didn't. So I used the white that I had. Now I can't remember what colour it is. I think it was Wendy Peter Pan yarn that I got. I got it when I was doing the fox for another baby. See, they had a fox for a different animal. So yeah, but it's a nice squidgy yarn. So I used that for the white trims on the eyes, and for the nose and the eyes I used the one I used the other day, which is Scapier's Scrumptious in the charcoal ice cream, or whatever funny name it had. So that's that one. Like I say, give it a go if you want to, but it's not the cheapest pattern, and it's the method she used, but you can change it. You can change it. One thing else I'm gonna say, the advantage of the other bear pattern that I do, although you can do that one with a shirt on, is that you can do that entirely in one yarn, and I think you probably could with this as well, but if you're going to put the braces and everything on it, it'd look strange. But yeah, that is the advantage of that one. You can go throughout with the same yarn, and then just have your nose and your eyes in a different colour. And this one you really could do with 4 different yarns, you know, to do it. That is this, but like I say, you can simplify it like I've ended up doing. But I do like something with a bit more interest, so I'll use this on one of my other teddy patterns probably for a short time, just to, so you know, because you get fed up, you get like a bit weary at looking at the same one, don't you? So I think that's it for all I've got to show you. Tomorrow I'm going to the mill sale for the Stylecraft yarns, so God knows what I'll come back with from there. I could end up all stacked up again after sorting out all my yarn. Taking my friend Pearl, so it'll be a new experience for her, well, this one. I'll try and get my camera out, but it is manic, so I may not be able to show you a lot, but I will try. But there's people everywhere, people queuing everywhere, and it's quite busy. But I'll try, and I'll try and get some shots in the little village, because it's a lovely village where the mill is. It's like a lot of mill villages, you know. So yeah, I think that's it. Sunday we've got a football match. It's an early kick-off because it's been chosen for TV, but we're going because it's at home. Not doing too well. We're trying to save our season, but I think they left it too long to change the manager, but we'll see. I think that's it for all I'm doing. I hope you're all going to have a great weekend, doing whatever you want to do, whether it be crafting or going out and about. I hope you have a decent weather, and ours is like, sun keeps trying to come out, but then it goes. Temperatures aren't too bad, about 8 or 9. You know, that's fine, it's what you expect at this time of year. But yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself this weekend, and as always, I'll see you. Hello again, just a very quick add-on to what I was saying. I meant to tell you that the swimming frog that I made, my nephew's girlfriend really wanted it, so that's going to her. I may have said it the other day when I was on about the blanket going to her, but anyway, if I did, I did. But the other thing is that Nick was showing his mum the frogs that I'd made, and she said she'd really like one. So we've set, obviously the swimming frog's already taken, but I said, well, would she like the one with the dress on, because she said she wanted any of them. So that's the one that I called Phyllis, the frog princess. So she's gone off to Nick's mum's, and she asked if I had a name for her, so I said Phyllis, so she's going to call her Phyllis. So just to let you know that that's 2 frogs owned already. So I'm making people happy, which is the main thing. Anyway, I'll go again. Hopefully I don't have to come back. I'll see you.